All right, let's get started. You're rolling out. You're behind everybody. You're in front of your tanks here. Jump scouting. Okay, so that happened. And your positioning here is good. I like how you're playing around this corner here. I don't know which I like better. If you're playing here, you could be able to jiggle from both sides. But this is definitely a more secure spot. I feel like that just opens up easier rotations for you. Here you're pushing up and you're pressuring the Iron Man, it looks like, and healing up your team. So I'd say here, I'd say everything you did was pretty solid. And you got point. I feel like you were trying to poke them, which is okay. You hear the footsteps, good. You just could have done something here. Also, when you're turning your back, you're opening yourself up. There's a lot of angles. You're very exposed. It's very difficult to protect yourself, especially when you don't know what's going on around you. Even here, I feel like your reaction was just a little bit slower, right? Like you see him go onto him. I'm immediately trying to like heal, or you had your freeze too, and then you trade maybe 1-for-1. And even if you miss it, at least you try, right? Hulk does jump on you and you're still so tunnel visioned on healing, and I get it, but you're exposing yourself from this angle for your teammate. Like you're throwing yourself out of position. This comes down to like playing cover, and you're a little tunnel visioned, right? You can fly away, you have your like speed boost, and that's why I typically put them as the last priority to heal. But when you're looking this far up and you're putting yourself in this position and you're not focused on this, you're not focused on that, you're not focused on that, the cloak shooting at you, this Iron Man, and so you take a good, you do get punished for it. Like that's a good chunk of damage, right? And then you get uppercutted, right? You take your own duel, you miss your freeze, and I mean that's a mechanical thing that'll come with time. I mean, we can see if there's anything that you could have done there. I want to see how you use your freeze, just to see if maybe. I'm glad you used it, because last time that was something that you weren't exactly doing, right? There's no need to move forward here. It's not your job to be touching this point at this very moment, right? Yeah, or even trying to do damage, right? Like, there's not a whole lot going on. I am curious about your cooldowns, and heal them both at once with your shift. Like, I feel like your Jeff had the right idea here. He started backing up towards it, and then he seen you push up, and he went to try and help you. Kind of playing follow the leader, right? Yeah, just overflick. A little bit of an overestimation there on the freeze. And then you're getting some piercing damage off. Let's just take a look at positioning. Let me look at your perspective again, actually. So again, I feel like you're tunnel visioned on flying targets. Like, I understand you're trying to pressure him. I feel like trying to do damage right now just puts you at more risk, or even just like looking for a safer position over here by the pillars, for example, right? So while you're pressuring him, you have two people behind you. Additionally, a benefit to positioning a little further back is you can see flanks a lot sooner. You're playing with your team here, which is good, because I believe on second point I had to actually make sure that you can see a majority of your team from your angle. And imagine you're here and you see him go for this and you freeze him out of that. You have your freeze?
I think I had my freeze up.
This guy might actually just leave the game. Even here, still going in's a little crazy, but you back out, you regen. You're still, you see how you got punished? You're down a healer again, which again is losing your team tempo, and they've pretty much got that choke on lock. But overall, it's not bad. I feel like this position, you're doing pretty good. The only thing I dislike about it is you're very limited in what you can see. You don't know what's going on outside of the walls. Like, you don't have the highlights of the enemies, right? But you push out, which is good. If Spider-Man had ult here, again, that would have punished you really hard for using your ult. But he used it on, like, nothing, so it doesn't matter. Your tank's playing cover pretty well here. You're just swinging very, very wide. I don't understand dropping.
I'm gonna be honest, that one was a mistake.
You did it on purpose. You jumped.
You have no proof.
It's right there. I see it. There's no downside to being up here. You're jumping into Hulk and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Your tanks aren't even low. If your tanks are low, I can see it, right? But it's so confident. You almost get max pulsed. You almost get yourself maximum pulsed.
I'm gonna be honest, I think he was aiming for the ledge.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if he threw you off. Let's see this from his perspective. But I'm not going to do it in super slow-mo, though.
I will be honest, I didn't know he
hang
was
on.
there.
I also hit the wrong, Iron Man. All right, we'll go to this one. Yeah, I feel like he probably was looking at you. Unintentional carry. Unintentional carry. If you could tell me that that was the reason you jumped, I would justify this decision. I'm gonna jump on the grenade for my team. If that was your intention behind this, I would accept it a little bit more. You jumped away from your support. God gave you a second chance. And you jump into the Punisher. What are you aiming at? Why are you jumping into point? You're jumping into an ulting Hulk. Look how silly this decision is. If you can genuinely tell me that's why you're jumping into an ulted Hulk, a quarter HP before you get hit by that, I'll accept it a little bit. All right, your ult ends the immediate need for damage. I am okay with the hit on Spider-Man. You have zero interest in keeping your team alive. Your Thor is critical. Your Storm is critical. Your Thor is dying. There you go. There you go. And I just
didn't even heal the Thor. I went for another damage.
Okay, here it's okay. She's very low and Thor's gonna survive a lot longer. So this I'm okay with. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Your Thor was surviving long enough. Like, he has his own sources of sustain. Just like do that quick and then go back to him, right? Because she's more vulnerable than Thor just because she's a lot slower. She has less mobility than Thor. So let's see your rollout. Right here. Here, when your team is full like this, I can accept damage. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Good. Good. Keeping support alive. Like here, kind of even just stay here a little bit. It's no need to get behind cover. So here, my biggest thing though is not playing up with your team. Something I see a lot this half is you're playing with your rocket, which is good, but you're not getting much value out of this position. If you stay here, all the DPS and stuff are just gonna know that's where you are, right? You can move over here a little bit. See, your rocket playing down here, again, I don't like it, but at least he kind of is like, well, he could have an excuse of, well, I can bounce my healing in the room, which is right. You reacted to the sound cues, which are good. I think the only way up there on Luna is to jump on the box and then double jump. Again, you're focused on damage and you're not going to know that this is happening. Like, I didn't even see it till I seen it in the replay. Even here, he's already out, right? You're gonna hit all 3 projectiles on Spider-Man going Mach 20. Your Iron Man was standing still. I think you would hit 3 projectiles on a still target, getting the shit beaten out of him by the Incredible Hulk. You think you would have missed? In your defense, I want to see how it looked on you. You can see it. Yeah.
I realize where I am and I'm trying to back out.
It takes a lot to react. Honestly, they buffed the shit out of Midnight. So now they made him like... I was like, why is my camera freaking out? The map's moving. So yeah, okay. Your Thor's over here. You can see through the walls. Spider-Man's coming for you. I kind of heard him, but I wouldn't have clued into it. You're walking past Hulk. Are you walking past Hulk to do... Yeah, you just walked past Hulk. This is your daddy.
I was trying to ignore it.
That's fair. He's gonna protect you and he's gonna nurture you, and all he's gonna ask for is you to take care of him when he's old and frail. And then you turn your back, and again, I just want to show how this looks in the replay because I think sometimes it can be a little bit silly, right? There's a Moon Knight here. It's not that I expect you to know that. He's also focused on his own battle, but you're healing your Thor and you see, I don't even know why this guy is focused on Hulk when he's got the Mick Midnight delivery here. He's got the Mick Midnight McDelivery. He's literally got the support McDelivery E-load right in front of him, but he's literally got the snack pack right there. And he's trying to shoot as a Bucky, the Iron Man out of the sky, and he runs away from you. And as he does that, to be fair, I don't think you know Moon Knight's there. I just want to show you what goes on behind the scenes, right? You had no idea that there is quite literally a schizophrenic assassin behind you. Anyways, okay, you're trying to heal Rocket here. That's good. Okay, good. This is a good ult. They committed... What did they commit to this? They just died out of their Luna ult. They used their Rocket ult and their Winter. So you're getting like 3 ult denials almost out of that if Luna doesn't get max pulsed. Beautiful stone by your Strange. Here, just for micro, maybe you can switch to... Actually, you can switch to damage here. Maybe you're able to get an extra kill. Maybe they'll kill them a little faster, but it's okay. That's just a micro thing.
I'm still in the middle of a dance. I can't do that.
Okay. and you end up winning the game. So you two owed them. I do like your last ult, your all. I like that, but also I guess it just happened to be a bonus that they had their rocket damage amped down. The key takeaways from this are going to be mainly your positioning, and another thing is your focus on when you should damage. I think we could center goals around that. I feel like you've gotten a lot better at not just heal botting the tanks a lot of the time. Yeah, it's a really complicated concept to know when you should be healing and when you should be doing damage, but healing should always take priority because it's going to have the most consistent outcome.